Hey everybody, I am Jeremy Jones. Thank you so much for joining us here on News 5 Now, where we're here to bring you the top stories along the Gulf Coast, as well as, a little bit of, humorous things like our Facebook poll and our question of the day. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to those big stories. So we're going to start with those big stories. And number 5, we have... A local estuary program is getting a national distinction. The U.S. House of Representatives passed a measure to formally enroll the Pensacola and Perdido Bay's estuary program into the National Estuary Program. The distinction will help preserve the local estuaries, and the bill, introduced by Senators Rick Scott and Marco Rubio, now heads to President Biden's desk. And if the president signs it and approves it, Pensacola Bay and Perdido Bay will be the first additions to the national program in more than 30 years. Wow. Number 4, investigators with the Federal Aviation Administration have released preliminary findings on the deadly crash yesterday of an experimental aircraft in Foley. Officials say the aircraft somehow rolled in the air, then went down during a flight at the city's airport. The pilot was killed in the crash, and his name has not yet been released. Number 3. Mobile's mayor, Sandy Stimson, hinted at the idea of bringing a professional hockey team back to Mobile after a 22-year hiatus. At the city council meeting this morning, Stimson brought up the topic of building a hockey training facility. The possible facility wouldn't just be for hockey practice. After visiting an ice skating facility in Jacksonville, Florida, Stimson wants to mirror the uses of a public ice skating rink. Neat. Number 2. City leaders say work to demolish and build a new civic center is on schedule and on budget. Most of the new parking ramp is finished, with work expected to wrap up in April. The theater is gone, and crews are currently demolishing the arena. Demolition is expected to be finished in the spring, and construction will begin immediately on the new facility. And number 1. A homicide on Gayle Street last night makes the 34th of the year, topping the number of homicides last year with just 21 days left in 2024. Police found the juvenile victim near a vehicle that had crashed into a pole on Gayle Street near Baltimore Street. Officers were in the area investigating a report of shots fired from a vehicle nearby on Charles Street. That's when the officers heard gunshots near Gayle Street, followed the sound, and found the crash and the boy. No suspects have been named in this case. And that's a look at our big stories at this hour. So now we're going to go ahead and transition over to our question of the day. Let's give me a drum roll. That was pretty bad. Sorry, guys. All right. Our question of the day is, what is your favorite Christmas movie? So we're going to probably get a lot of really interesting responses here. Let's see what we got. Okay, our summer pool says Elf All the Way. I think that's the one with Will Ferrell. Okay, classic. Can't be mad. We have A Christmas Story. It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, It's a Wonderful Life. White Christmas. A Christmas Story. Let's see. Ben says, Bad Santa. I used to work in the mall, and when I had a bad day during the holidays, I'd come home and put on this movie. Oh, there's a profanity. Can't read that. White Christmas. Christmas Vacation. White Christmas, that's a tough one. I love the Santa Claus, the Escape Clause, but my favorite is Home Alone, Lost in New York. Our summer pool, I know she's listening to this right now. She's always had a debate whether or not is Home Alone considered a Christmas movie. So I'm going to ask her after this to see her verdict. I know it was a debate that we've had here in the newsroom for a while, but that just reminded me of that. So yes, Home Alone. We have so many Hallmark movies. Okay, It's a Wonderful Life, The Grinch, White Christmas, The Christmas Story, White Christmas, Christmas Chronicles, and Wonderful Life. Okay, so A Christmas Story, White Christmas. This seems to be the very popular theme of our favorite Christmas movies. But now, this is not our question of the day, but now I want to be nosy. So what are y'all getting for Christmas? What are y'all buying your loved ones for Christmas? Or if, what are y'all giving? What's your favorite gift to give? And what's something you hope to receive this year for Christmas? That's my question of the day. And how much did Black Friday break your bank? And I'll tell you, it broke mine pretty bad. All right. So, well, thank y'all. We're going to go ahead and transition over to our poll of the day. And our poll of the day is, should student athletes be able to transfer without penalty? No, 76% of you guys said no. And yes, looks like 24% of you guys said Yes. This is something that has no impact to me because I don't really know. I don't really know how I would vote because I'm not really a big sports guy. So I can't really say that I feel strongly about this just because I'm finally learning about sports since now I have people here who watch basketball, football, whatever sport it is, you name it, okay? So now I'm starting to get more involved in sports and caring about college athletes and stuff, but I don't know. This is something that I've seen a lot of people debate about. All right. So this is what you're going to do, all right? You're going to say, wow, this was the best thing I've ever seen. And you're going to go to Facebook and follow WKRG News 5 on Facebook to be notified when our News 5 Now streams, when they go live. We go live every weeknight at 5:30. We also go live at 8 and noon. And you're going to go ahead and answer our next question of the day, which is, what neighborhood do you think has the best Christmas lights? Okay, and then vote in the next Facebook poll. We want your vote in this. Do you think Mobile should bring back its ice hockey team? We'll be right back here tomorrow to share those results. But in the meantime, it looks like it is 5:37. So you're going to go ahead and turn on your TV. You're going to catch the last bit of CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell before she leaves us forever. And then you'll be right where you need to be at 6 o'clock, where we'll have our Peter Albrecht, our Roseanne Haven, Ed Bloodsworth, and Simone Eli bringing you the top news at WKRG News 5 at 6. But until then, see you guys in the next one. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. See ya.